Goody guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser M, and for the month of July to August 13, 2025 in the CN server, presenting to you the banner of Rapier, and oh sorry, I mean, oh gosh, pardon me, my English is not so good. Oh gosh, Rapier, and sorry, Rapier and Sharik. So for the month of July to 13th August 2025 in the CN server, we have this two heroes banner, and today we'll be doing a demo and followed by a more detailed play because, well, I guess lucky for you and I was intending to summon Rapier, but for some reason I managed to summon Sharik too. So okay, definitely gonna save, as you guys can see, gotta save tickets for summoning the 7-year anniversary heroine. So alright, the usual stuff. Again, bring the parts. Part one we'll be going through heroes, skills, effects, and class, soldiers units, followed by voice pack, and then end with skin introductions for the normal and Echo of Light. Then part 2 will be going through on the actual demo play, and followed by part 3, more in-depth detailed play for the characters. So are you guys ready? Here we go. So yeah, part 1 of this video, part 1 of 4 of this video will be for the queen. Okay, I'll just say for the queen. So alright, and can check out. So these are the class she has. So infantry class, yep. Oops, sorry. And funny enough, this is the first time I noticed that that the heroes, or the heroine or heroes, I might be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems to be the first characters that, be it infantry or cavalry class, the weapon that she used is a sword, an actual sword of the same thing. Because a lot of time, like other characters like Leon, the infantry class will be using swords, but for the cavalry class, he'll be holding on to a lance instead of his original sword. So if you guys notice, this is just I'll say is an important detail that I pay attention to. And so this stats. So okay, for you guys who because we'll just be doing more summarized version of the skills and effects, just look through. So if you guys are interested to know more about how her talent and skills effects works, do check out You Must Summon Rapier on my previous video. Okay, back to Rapier. So infantry class, these are stats. So you can see double S, just like how she has her double D's. Okay, I'm seriously, I'm not sure if she's D or she should be D or not. We will be finding out very soon. So HP 4009, almost 5000. Attack 595, almost 600, 5 points to 600. And what about cavalry? Okay, the attacks are the same, but lower HP. Then of course intelligence will ignore. Defense, magic defense 297, 270, and skill 121. Okay, overall stats, infantry has the better stats. However, mobility-wise, of course, cavalry is the one with the better mobility. As you can see, 3 blocks and followed by 5 blocks. Okay, her talent. Okay, Rapier's talent, loosely translated as ambitions of conquest. Oops. Okay, so you just do a quick summary of a talent. So when you enter, you can choose an enemy on the field and cast a 2-turn justice battle, which we'll call it JB in short. Okay, enemy with the effect of JB, when they use skills to initiate attack, if they attack units aside from Rapier, before battle they will lose 5 dispellable buff, and upon trigger, these skills will enter a CD of 2 turns before you can cast again. Then when any ally battle with enemy or target unit with JB effect, Rapier will be teleported to the nearest available space near the ally, and if or when this skill is triggered, Rapier has already entered, she will be able to act again. So act again effect can only happen once per turn from a talent. Justice battle JB effect cannot be dispelled nor immune. And effects, benefits or effects from JB is when Rapier battle with enemy with JB effect, enemy will not attack first, and they will not able to trigger survive death blow or revive effect. Do note that not able to survive death blow and revive effect only happen in PvP only. So yeah, kind of stuck here with my voice very. So for more detail, please check out on the previous video that I've done for you guys. So this is all the list of skills. Overall, she has most of the skills single target, and only one of them is AoE, and I'll say the AoE is pretty cool. So single target, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have healing skills or life drain skills, then you have dispelling skills, well, Sword Soul 1.8 times and dispel 5 buff and cause enemies not to be able to heal. Then Assault, no, not cause, again, cause enemy not to be able to heal, and for each block you move, increase damage by 20%, cap at 60, and then followed by a 3C. The great and cool things about her is not only does her talent provide act again, they also gave her Chivalry or Cavalry Spirit, which is the highest tiers of offensive act again skills, because it provides 30% attack, and of course there's still she'll gain some other passive effects, and this is the only AoE she had, which is actually, in my opinion, one of the best battlefield banner. We will find out more during the demo and actual play. This is sorry. So these are the soldiers that she can bring along. And if I'm not wrong, Royal Griffin might be receiving its SP form soon. So not too bad. Then these are the tier 3 SP or not. So you have Command Mate, then you have the Dark Crystal Dragon Rider, Flaming Stampede Cavalry, the Fang Knight, and you have Royal Queen's Guard. And of course, I can't wait to tell you guys how excited I am to see her 3C because
そなたと過ごす時間は心地よい。夜も更けてきたことだ。一杯付き合ってはくれぬか?
Oh wow, definitely a waifu. My waifu gonna be well, she blush when I pinch her. And okay, you guys can get your own waifu when she comes to a respective region or when you summon her. So right, 3C animations. Hopefully it's a good one. Here we go.
我が号令に従え、全軍出撃!
Okay, it has been a long time. We finally have a 3C skills where I can say I can do this whole day.
我が号令に従え、全軍出新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。我が号令に従え、全軍出新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。我が号令に従え、全軍出撃!
That's pretty cool, but with all the revealing, okay, gotta say professional, my bad. Oh gosh, I mean, she's taking all the attentions from me. This is making me hard to concentrate. Okay, let's check out character stats. What? Wait, 88? Isn't that like almost the same as Nani Sherry or Lana's? Okay, we'll find out later, but oh, 170 cm tall. Okay, that's good. Not taller than me, that would be good. Don't want to let my wife will see me bald when I grow old. And alright, voice pack, let us hear how she sounds when you summon her from the banner. Here we go.
我こそは新帝国第三皇女レイピア・デル・ゾロト。我が軍門に下り、共にこの不条理な世界を踏み鳴らし、新帝国の正義を築くのだ。
Okay, compared to the shortened version of the voice pack shown on the Yuma summon for her videos, her speech is longer. She is saying that she is she talked about her name. She is Rapier del Zot from the Empire, and she asks you, or she requests your assistant to join her in her voyage to, you know, storm on the unjust, storm against the unjust around the world, and you know, unite the world with the kingdom. I may be wrong. Let me check again.
我こそは新帝国第三皇女レイピア・デル・ゾロト。我が軍門に下り、共にこの不条理な世界を踏み鳴らし、新帝国の正義を築くのだ。
Okay, well.
我こそは新帝国第三皇女。我こそは揺るぎなき武力こそが新帝国の正義を盤石なものとする。
Okay, she's saying she's Rapier del Zot from the Empire, so she kind of, from her tone and the way she said it, kind of like refers to, I request or command you to join me on my quest to step on or stomp on the unfairness of the world and let us realize the true justice idea from the empire itself. So yeah, it's kind of long, then followed by when she changed her class.
揺るぎなき武力こそが 新帝国の正義を盤石なものとする。揺るぎなき武力こそが新帝国の正義を盤石なものとする。
Okay, when she releases her skills, 1.
我が号令に従え、全軍出撃。
When you choose her in battle.
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, perhaps we might learn this. Let's hear again.
私が前線を指揮する。
私は前線に指揮する。
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, 私は前線に指揮する。It means I shall go on to the front. I shall personally go to the front line myself. Yeah. So she's not your usual. Well, she's an enemy in the game, so she's not your usual enemy that those villains that always hide behind her own soldiers' back, cowered behind them, trying to scheme. She is someone who will, if she commands her soldiers to do something, she will set herself as an example first, that she'll lead the battle and not cower behind the very respectable waifu. Yep, my waifu. When she's not able to battle.
新帝国の理想は決して消えぬ。
It's alright, they call themselves the new empire. They don't have like at least the name of the empire she's at is not being said out here. Okay, daily conversations 1.
あと十数年戦い続けることができれば、この世界は私にひざまずくだろう。
Happy. Okay, here again.
あと十数年戦い続けることができれば、この世界は私にひざまずくだろう。
Yep, striking similar resemblance towards Bernhard ideology or thoughts. So yep, she's definitely some fans call her the female version of Bernhard, and that's a praise. Okay, when she's happy.
新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なのだろう。誤解するな。比喩ではなく本当に羨ましく思うのだ。皆が飢えずに済むほどの広大な高地があるとは素晴らしいことではないか。新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なのだろう。誤解するな。比喩ではなく本当に羨ましく思うのだ。皆が飢えずに済むほどの広大な高地があるとは素晴らしいことではないか。
Okay, when she's angry.
私は新帝国に歯向かう者たちよりも民を犠牲にする者たちを憎む。国民を燃料のように利用して肥大化した政治機械など薪にして貧しき者の暖炉にくべてしまえばいいのだ。
Let's hear it again. When she's angry.
私は新帝国に歯向かう者たちよりも民を犠牲にする者たちを憎む。国民を燃料のように利用して肥大化した政治機械など薪にして貧しき者の暖炉にくべてしまえばいいのだ。
When she's sad.
新帝国は私の死後わずか100年で崩壊した。私は古代兵器をめぐる争いに関わるべきではなかったのかもしれぬ。
Okay, some spoilers about the aftermath of Empire. They do not survive more than 100 years, sadly. She kind of regrets her actions in life. Some difference from Bernhard. Okay, Interactions Volume 1.
この世界の魔法と科学の水準は驚くべきものだ。もしサイポスがここにいたら、彼の人造神経師としての異変を治す方法を見つけられたかもしれない。この世界の魔法と科学の水準は驚くべきものだ。もしサイポスがここにいたら、彼の人造神経師としての異変を治す方法を見つけられたかもしれない。
Okay, there's one more character. I'm not sure how cool looking or important it is. Apparently she has one more comrade called Cyphos. Well, the way she talked about, she's trying to treat his illness, but it seems that since it's definitely one of her subordinates, they should be strong, I presume. So not sure if Zilong will release any more characters from WS. Then okay, second last, when she irritated feelings.
下がれ。私はそやで無礼な人間が嫌いだ。下がれ。私はそやで無礼な人間が嫌いだ。
Okay, that is not offensive. That is a treat. Okay, special interactions 1.
そなたがこの先も目覚ましい戦果を上げてくれることを願おう。そなたがこの先も目覚ましい戦果を上げてくれることを願おう。
Well, I wanted to learn this with you guys, but this is too freaking long and hard to understand. But well, that's a cool speech. She's saying to wish you have a fruitful victory from your so-called battle. Okay, the battle, it doesn't really mean war. Like you can talk about, you know, if you go for your card game battle with friends, your chess game, your sports. Yeah, it's like a battle. So yeah, it's a very cool speech, but well, that is kind of long. So all right, and taking a little bit longer than usual. So okay, we will be ending towards here the scheme. So this is how characters look like. I mean, she's too sexy to let my eyes to leave my eyes off her side. Okay, oh well, okay. Hey, this is her original skins, the chibi characters, how she looks like when she runs, when she normal attack, I presume, looks slow. The attack speed looks slow. Okay, charging, attacking. When she dies in battle. Okay, do we have stunned? Okay, releasing skills or preparing to release. Stunned. Charging. And alright, I guess that's it. All the animations for her is shown here, and we can only see the infantry class from here. And ta-da! Okay, wow, is that a cobra biting around her body? She looks like some you know, yeah, it gives me the impressions of, oh my god, a bot. I mean, oh, she gives me impressions like in Naruto. She is using some sort of scroll, as you can see on the left side of her character's butt. There's some weird scroll wording that seems to help summon out, I guess, Orochimaru ripoff, and it's kind of, you know, following around her, wrapping itself around her body. Yep, she looks, that's definitely my wife. And oh gosh, this is pretty cool. Okay, definitely, jokes aside, definitely suggest to get Echo Light for her. It has been a while. Echo Light characters with more than one chibi skin characters design. So this is the original infantry class, but the way she's dressed up, it looks like she's a summoner or assassin of sort, like a ninja. Especially look at her arm design, you know, around hand. There's this netting glove. Normally, I may be wrong, but normally I watch from, you know, ninja shows animations. The lady characters tend to be, if there is a ninja's characters, they tend to wear this, like but fighters wise, not so much. And oh my god, her leg, her socks or her leggings, whichever you call it, is a net too. Oh gosh. Oh, now I remember. This gives me the impression like okay, I can't think of right words for now. Part of me is kind of like a similar to rip-off to, you know, Naruto, one of the earlier seasons. A disciple of Orochimaru who betrayed him. You know, she's a, you know, a black-haired lady who is one of the teachers of Naruto. yeah, she wear all of this netting designs, which is, well, yeah, that's when I like the design. Yep, I'll just leave it at that. And okay, when she attacks, so you see the attack animations don't look like infantry. It looks like she's an assassin animations. And you see when she releases her skills, you know, they just from the scroll just fly out of thin air, running, charging. Okay, but one thing for sure is I'm not sure if this how it will affect the game or not, but apparently the Echo Light skins, as we can see here, the attack animations seems to be faster. I'm not sure if, you know, it's like a kind of like special bug they will do to affect the game. Certain games have such incidents that happened before. That's pretty cool. I actually like the Echo Light attack animations and everything. The infantry, the original skins, though, is very cool that she has that weapon, but the way she attacks seems very slow. May be good, may be bad. Because if your attack speed is slower, this means when fighting against enemy, your soldiers will be able to soak up most of the damage from the enemies. So pros and cons. Okay, when she's done, then let's check out. Oh, she's riding on a snake and there's some clouds around it. Oh, I like this. Oh, this seems like, you know, charging. Oh, there's even a red sapphire. So a ruby on this forehead. Oh, nice. Okay, this definitely looks like a normal attack. She's commenting the snake to attack. Stunned. Oh, yeah. This banner, I guess, Zalong is paying a lot more attention. So as you can see, even the summons looks have that stunned animations when they're running or slithering. Okay, when they both die in battle. She just sprang up from a snake. So yeah, for the Echo Light skins, the weapon is being covered up. So I guess the body of the snake is the cavalry unit. The head of a snake is actually act as her attack, her weapon attack animations instead. So yep. Okay, that's all for the skin. Of course, jiggle effects. Okay, we'll come to here later on. So let's check the Echo Light version first. Here we go.
新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なのだろう。誤解するな。比喩ではなく本当に羨ましく思うのだ。皆が飢えずに済むほどの広大な高地があるとは素晴らしいことではないか。
Alright. Sadly, it has not jiggled yet. I can tell that from the design. They put a lot of bindings to upper figures. Let's press it again. Oh, you sly snake. Have you guys noticed the tongue of the snakes? Oh gosh. It should have been me, not him.
あと十数年戦い続けることができれば、新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なのだろう。誤解するな。比喩ではなく本当に羨ましく思うのだ。皆が飢えずに済むほどの広大な高地があるとは素晴らしいことではないか。
Okay, that's cool. Even with the bindings on the body, it can't stop the jiggles.
新帝国は私の死後わずか100年で崩壊した。新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なの。新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なの。新帝国は私の死後わず。
Alright, definitely gonna say that those are true actual assets. Those are not fakes. Then what about the original? Here we go. Okay, the only sad thing is when we press the words, the subtitles are blocking the other area. That's the bad thing. Okay. Original. Here we go.
あと十数年戦い続けることができる。新帝国は私の死後わずか。フレイルのことは心から愛している。軍の将兵たちと同じように。 だからこそ私は彼に厳しく接する。それこそが私なりの愛の形。彼にはそれが理解できないと？ならば理解させる。そして受け入れさせる。フレイルのことは心から愛している。軍の将兵たちと同じように。だからこそフレイルのことは心から愛している。そなたと過ごす時間は心地よい。夜も更けてきたことだ。一杯付き合ってはくれぬか？
Oh, she's okay. Look at the time. Around 30 minutes has passed. Thanks to you, my lady. So, alright. Since I'll be doing more detailed play later on, so do a quick one for a demo play. Okay, win in 2 turns and kill the death spirits in 1 turn. Here we go. Okay, it's cool. They give us a cavalry card. And we have all exclusive skill 1, 2, and 3. Okay, just again a quick one. Exclusive skill 1 is a passive effect, so it just says when battling with enemies that has JB effect, Justice Battle, increase all stats aside from HP by 15%. Number 2, before battle, dispel all debuff effect from yourself. Number 3, duplicate or copy all dispellable buff from the enemy to yourself. So this is pretty cool. Then followed by exclusive skill 2, Battlefield Banner. So attack and deal 0.36 times damage to enemies in range. So damaged enemies will be teleported to area around the target point, and at the target point you will cause a 1-turn special terrain effect known as Battlefield Banner. So this terrain has a command aura effect. Enemies staying 2 blocks around it will have defense reduced by 10%. If they try to move out of the command aura range, for each every mobility will consume an additional mobility. So instead of moving 1 block, you need to move 2 blocks. You need to consume 2 mobility points to only move 1 block. At the end of the turn, enemies that is staying within the command aura range will lose 2 buff effects. Okay, if this skills damage an enemy with JB effects, that target will priority be teleport to the center point of the locations, and all the above effects stated will double fold or will increase by double, meaning okay, we got to try out later. So meaning it's gonna be defense reduced by 20%, and when they enter within, they will lose 4 debuff effects, and I'm not sure if the mobility will be consuming 3 instead of 2, but since it says doubled, it should be 3 mobility to move 1 steps. I may be wrong, but we shall try out. Okay, then last but not least, the 3C, which is the strongest and most important, passive and active. Passive, when you initiate attack against enemy with JB effect, this battle will increase damage deal by 25%. So whether you use skills or normal attack, as long as you're fighting against JB effect enemies, this will happen. And do know that I am not saying debuff, because JB is treated as a talent effect. It's not a buff, because this effect cannot be immune nor dispel. So I guess it's a new as of a Langrisser 6.0 onwards, this kind of is like a new gimmick they set up for all these characters. Then active skills, attack and deal 1.8 times damage to target enemy. If the target that you tries to battle has an ally that stands 3 blocks around him with JB effect, the enemies with JB effect will forcefully tag in and replace the target enemy for battle. Okay, if there are no enemies 3 blocks around the enemy you try to attack that has JB effect, this battle, the damage you receive will be reduced by 25%. When these skills kill the enemy, at the end of a turn, recover 30% of your unit HP and reduce the CD of the skills by 4 turns, which is literally just reset the skill CD. And if the enemy you kill has JB effect, you will be able to copy a maximum of 3 dispellable buff effect and copy to other allies on the field who are from the Empire's Glory faction, aka Empire faction buff unit, and also remove the CD of your talent skills. So that's it. That's pretty cool. Very strong. I mean, definitely the downside is if you're not able to achieve to kill off the enemy, etc. This is definitely drawbacks, but you can't expect everything to be that great. But this is like, I would definitely say 80 to 90% there. It's too good to be true. Okay, so I'm going to just show off the talent justice battle effect. So apparently, well, we can see this effect states use the skills, apply JB buff. So if enemy with this effect try to initiate attack against enemy aside from Rapier, they will lose 5 of their buff will be dispelled. The effect lasts for 2 turns, cannot be dispelled nor immune, and upon triggers will take a 2 CD turn before you can release again. So I'm gonna see if it's currently CD now on. Okay, so once you cast the skills, you will enter a CD of 2 turns. It's not when the effect triggers. So apologize if sounds a little bit confusing on my previous video. I mean, only on the actual play out, then we will understand more. So you can see enemies has this effect. Okay, when you use this effect, initiate attack, aside from Rapier, yeah, they will just lose 5 buff. So now I'm going to use my allies to attack the enemy, so you will see she get teleport triggered. Wait. Oh, okay. So now I'll be using 3C animation, so we'll see, and also to see how fast she attacks. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna call it a meteor sword. She literally just summons a freaking meteor from the skies out of nowhere. This is so cool. And alright, so after you manage to kill the enemies, Justice Battle got refreshed and you can recast again. So this turn we will be spamming the AoE skills instead. Oh, okay, don't worry. We will get Act again straight away. This is pretty cool. And So you can see this skills is the targeting point skills. You don't have to target enemy, you can just target the ground. So okay, I'm just gonna stay here and can get count a little bit. So you guys can see we were targeting 2 of them. And then you can see the enemy standing on the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna show. Yeah, this is a command aura. This is very similar. The shape is similar to the daughter of Rosalia, like a 3C. And of course, I forgot to mention this 2C has a higher terrain coverage priority. I'm not sure if it was mentioned just now. Yep, sorry, I forgot to scroll off. So yep, Battlefield banner or flag has a higher coverage priority, so there's a second tier. And let's check some of things. Okay, we will see how many mobility they actually consume, because it says the effect doubles. Oh, okay, both of them have the same stats. We can actually check out right now. So you can see the first one, the command aura, states defense decreased by 10%. When you try to move outside from the command aura range, you will consume additional 1 mobility. Oh, it says 1 mobility. At the end of turn, if you're in the command range, you'll lose 2 buff effects. So we're gonna leave them alone and see if they'll lose this buff. But this is from the command aura, so I'm not sure if it will work. Then the second one states defense reduced by 20% when you move out of the AoE range. Every mobility will consume 2 additional points. This means 3 blocks, or 3 mobility for 1 block's movement. And on turn, if you're within the range, you'll lose 4 buff effects. So yeah, we're just gonna. No, we're just not gonna attack. Let's see how I can use the claw of forgiveness later on. Oh, this is that. Okay, I still gotta use. Okay, I gotta try to attack it. I'm gonna let her act again and run out of range. Hopefully he don't die. Yeah. So now, yep, we want to see. You guys definitely want to see the debuff effects given by the command aura. Okay. So that's weird. It says 2 blocks, but they are not getting. They are not really getting debuff effect. So this is a center point. It's 2 blocks. I don't know why they are not. Oh, sorry, my bad. They don't get debuff. They will lose buff. But as you can see, dispelling of the buff or losing a buff does not take away the command aura from them. So this thing will just keep triggering. So okay, we will rewind and do the attack again.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So this first part will be all using skills. The second part will be using normal attacks. So we can see the benefits given by the passive from even for normal attacks.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
Oh, this is so weak.
私が前線を指揮する。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
Okay, this is a bad play. Apparently I didn't fulfill the other criteria. Let me try it out. Okay, you got to win in 2 turns. So, okay, this time around let me try. So I guess we got to go for the third play for the normal attacks.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
Okay, I'll cast this skills first, and now if I give him the JB buff, will this still double up, or you have to trigger before? So let's see.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
Okay, let me read. Oh wow, it doesn't matter whether it's before or after, as long as the enemies is in the JB range effect, they will have 20% defense stats reductions, and yep, each block he move out will consume additional 2 points. So
私が前線を指揮する。私こそが新帝国の意志だ。私が前線を指揮する。
okay, one thing I'm gonna try also, like it says teleport. It says act again is once per turn, but what about the teleport? Will I keep teleporting? I'm gonna
私こ
try
そ
it
が
out.
新帝国の意志だ。
Let me kill one of the soldiers,
我
and
が
I
号令
see
に
the
従
demon
え。
unit.
全軍出撃。
If the demon unit tries to attack my archer ally, or will I get teleport over? Nope, I will not get teleport over. So okay, I do not get teleport over, and not to mention, you guys notice, it casts Chivalry. It should obtain all the buff, but all the buff has been dispelled. 4 buff has been dispelled by Battlefield banner. So he's left with nothing. That is pretty cool, but the only sad thing is because it's in city, you're not able to teleport to near your allies. So we'll
私こ
find
そが
out is
新帝国の意志だ。
Iron Will determinations or Iron determinations. This passive says battling enemies with Justice Battle will have stats increased by 15%. Then you will have all debuff the spell, and I will be able to replicate all dispel level buff from the enemy. Okay, one thing I'm just gonna, a little bit of change. I'll just be putting you here.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
And I guess the thing I love most about this 3C is, you guys can see now. Okay, we'll be checking it well. So you can see,
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
not able to heal and defense reduced by 20%. Okay, the 3C, the best part is a very generic rule. As long as you kill an enemy, you get to heal and the skills will auto be reset. I mean, while the CD is 4, I'll call it reset. You don't have to kill enemies specifically with JB buff. So this is pretty cool. And okay, I need to off the animations here so we can see the dispel going on. Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. He no longer has JB buff, and this does not trigger. So, and you can see I killed an enemy with no JB buff. I'm not able to reset my talent of casting the JB buff again. So okay, some of the downsides, important note, we got to take note of. Oh, I just won a battle. So that's it. We'll end the normal. Well, since I have the characters, I'm going to do a more detailed play. We will skip further demo play here. So should be showing you guys since I just obtained her. I gotta say it's kind of well, unlucky and lucky. I kind of overspent 120 tickets trying to summon her, and instead Sharik came first, and I get 2 copies of Sharik. And on the final pools, I'm lucky enough to get 2 copies of Rapier. Yeah. So I'm lucky enough to get 2 copies of her, and okay, gonna unlock the skill slots and 3C first. So here we can also see any available unit that can be able to transform to SP unit. So the current 2 units she has that are from SP form will be the Command Mate or the Royal Queen's Guard, which I don't think I have unlocked it yet. So yeah, not enough materials. And I believe moving forward we'll have this heavy infantry and of course others griffins. I'm looking at units that has higher mobility because since I'm playing cavalry, not much of use if I'm using characters like soldiers unit like Command Momate, because their mobilities will pull you down and do not really follow my items build. This is something I just try to pull off for the last minute because didn't expect I really managed to get her. Then alright, let's go on so you guys can see and know what you'll be facing. Okay, I guess the only infantry that goes well with her will be the Fang Guard because 5 mobility. And the skills I'll be using, yep, definitely you. And Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with Sun Slash for now. And here we go.
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, let's see if I'm able to, finish off this unit without using Chivalry. So we'll be battling Abishai, Shion, and Makaera.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Hopefully I do.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。壊れた。僕も壊れちゃうの。
Oh, but I do check her attack animations. This is one of the best attack animations you have or you can have for your cavalry units. That is, she don't rush out to the fields to fight or attack enemies. She just stay on her original positions. She let her soldiers rush out. We will check again when we fight Shion and other characters in a while. So that she will not be soaking up most damage from enemies because her soldiers should be the one doing the job.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So let's check again. Oh, that only happened when she used skills. Oh, okay, no one. My bad. But let's see again. It's a learning process. Oh my god, I died. Okay.
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, but let's check again if I'm using skills.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。壊れた。
Oh, then Sun Slash is a very nice skill.
僕も壊れちゃうの。
It does not let you fly out of the field, so your allies will be able to soak out damage. Okay, in this case, I will be casting Justice Battles on Shion later on. Because Abishai will be using skills. So I'm gonna end my turn first. And I'll be able to, dispel buff, etc.
壊れた。僕も壊れちゃうの。我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。
So they will not attack first. What? Oh my god. Whoa, this is so bad. Okay, let's try it again. This time, well, I guess I gotta cast.
私が前線を指揮する。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
Oh well, it's just, or maybe just purely because I
新
should
帝
not
国にひれ伏すがいい。
bring the infantry. So
私が前線を指揮する。壊れた。
Okay, the normal attack is still bad. She'll rush out of the field. This poses a lot of dangers. Let's see the battle with her. Oh yeah, she has this issue. As you guys can see, under normal attack or normal defensive situation, she will rush out faster than the soldiers. The soldiers are halfway or three-quarter there. She already reached the enemy, and Shion is casting skills. She is taking in full or all damage. Okay, let's see if I try to use this.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Oh, okay. What about this way? Next time I will not be attacking Abishai, I'll go straight up against Shion. Yep.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。 すべてを壊す。そう。私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, oh gosh, accessories effect lost, and this effect cannot be dispelled. Okay, so this is bad. Even with the passive, I'll not be able to get much
私が
help.
前線を指揮する。我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。私こそが新帝国の意志だ。我が号令に従え。
母さん、ごめんなさい。
すべてを壊す。それだけさ。私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Oh, that's true. I guess that's the right way. I mean, because my character is only one star, so she's not that strong.
視線をそらさないでね。
私が前線を指揮する。
お兄様、私。
So right, this is the first trial, and on to the second one. So hopefully this helps for any one of you who, when it comes to your respective region, you have problem fighting this stage. You know that first turn you fight Abushai, second turn go for Shion straight, and third you come back for Abushai again. Okay, this time around, I think I might be using the AoE instead. There we go.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Oh yeah, I will save this.
運が悪いと当たりますよ。
Okay, this means I need a little bit of help.
運も実力のうちです。避けないでくださいね。運が悪いと当たりますよ。
Yes, I will be
私だ
blocking
って
you.
やればできます。
Team Rocket is blasting off
私こそが
again.
安心しろ。私はここにいる。さあ、ショーの幕開けです。
Oh, that's cool. They are giving us Sharik. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so... Boom.
すぐに終わりますから。す
And
ぐ
the
に
only
終わ
part
り
2
ま
will
す
be
から。
for the video of Sharik, so... What? What? I just don't even have to do anything and I just... Oh gosh. This is one of the easiest unlocking of 3C so far. Oh, definitely one of the best. So you guys can see, this is probably one of the downsides. There's a higher chance that you will be bringing in cavalry with you in your normal PvP, unless you're PvE. So there's a high chance that you might not be able to bring battle flag banner. If you intend to bring the battle flag banner, you might need to consider to take out chivalry instead. And personally, I suggest you will take out chivalry because it will override the faction buff attack, and chivalry only lasts for 2 turns. If you get faction buff, they last for 4 turns. If you're so lucky enough in the battle, let's say PvP, you manage to get a support for Rapier that has faction buff for her, you might want to switch out chivalry for battle flag. I personally feel battle flag is a very good strong skills. Okay, so now we're trying to do a more demo play. There's a battle battle test, so just check out So we gave both party. Okay. Is that yeah? Because Rapier is only rank 6. I do not have so the rest of the characters might be rank 5 or 6, so it might not be fair to her. Oh gosh, you even need to do the synchronize. This is so... Yeah, but I do not do PvP in the CN servers, so I need to do some changes. Okay, you. And okay, a little bit of LLR. Oh, okay. Wow, I've not really tried this, but okay. That's okay. I'll just give you this. Pom Vuggers. And provide by... Okay, hopefully this shall work. Okay, let us go through the test. So this is a map you get to choose with. So to make things easier for us, we'll be choosing, well, the ancient temple. Oh, it's cool. We can just, well, play the replay. I'm gonna make creased. Okay, and act again characters. Well, sorry, for enemy we will give Papa Vargas. So by default, Papa Vargas has this passive that gave revive, so we'll find out to prove that the effect will not be triggered. but okay, what else can I do? So okay, we have 2 faction buffers, so I'll give him a faction buffer too. Alright, that's it for now, and we'll do a few tests. So one is against Lina. And here we go.
戦場は私に任せてください。
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So you can see my attack is pretty low. I do not have gave her any enchantment. Oops. Oh wow, okay, I can even increase that. Okay, but never mind. The idea is to show you they can be prevented.
私が前線を指揮する。私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So I'm going to do the summon reef, so she can so I'm going to steal her buff later on.
古代魔法の超賢者。古代魔法の超賢者。
So Slina will just come here and she'll do anything. So
私が前線を指揮する。
so it says the target I kill, I can copy 3 dispellable buff from the target and give it to my allies. So make sure I'm not misunderstanding or misread about it. Okay, I gotta kill this off first. I'm not using crease for any faction buff yet.
戦場は私に任せてください。
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So okay, she has one, 2, 3, 4 buff effect, and if I'm lucky enough, I might be able to get a faction buff. I hope.
私が前線を指揮する。
Wait, did they state Oh, I have to
私
cast
こそが新帝国の意志だ。
justice battle on her first.
我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So you guys take note. Currently, the rest of the characters has any buff, and 2 of them are from the Empire faction.
私が前線を指揮する。我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。
Okay, it's pretty cool. So far the skills that used by when Rapier use skills, she'll just stand on her original locations. She will not rush out. So this gave her the higher survivability. But under normal attack, it might not be as safe. Okay. Mobility plus, no, yeah, I get a defense, magic defense 30%, and I gain the faction buff which is not so useful. Oh, okay. She become like the way she do and act a bit like she's casting faction buff. After you cast JB buff, we're gonna rewind a little bit. So you see, when I enter and when before I have cast JB buff, nothing happens. But after I cast a JB buff, they all receive buff, and it's not just buff from the enemy. What makes it cool is it states if the enemy you kill, the target enemy has JB effect, you can copy a maximum of 3 dispellable buff effect and copy it to all other allies. Wait. Then if that's the case, what that means? How did she gain the faction buff? Oh, sorry. It's from the passive. My bad. So so I can just ignore the 3C. So it is cool. 3C and the passive are, you know, 2 different things. You don't have to rely everything on your 3C if it's on CD. So passive is before battle, I'm able to copy and replicate all the buff from the enemy. Whereas 3C is if I kill an enemy with JB effect, I can copy the maximum of 3 buff to my allies. So you can see it's pretty cool that characters like Florentia, she can automatically gain the battle charge or strategy charge for her talent without the need for other characters' faction buff. And of course, I'm gonna be casting some buff for you. Okay, so not only faction buff, he has damage increment. Oh god. I'm supposed to act again. The Queen, the Empress. So at the same time, you guys can see the copycat of Rapier and how it will be like. Okay, since she's too weak, oh no, I can only swap here. No, it's okay. Okay, I'll just come here. So I'm having the same CD of 3 turns. This is because of rank 4. Also from rank 5 onward is only 2 turns. So and best thing is I have all the buffs, so many buffs. Then hopefully I won't die. I'm gonna show you here. So now it's your turn. And normal attack. Hopefully I won't die. Then you see the teleport effect. Okay, lucky I did not die.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Tada! Did you guys? Oh, okay, no. If I attack the original rapier, sorry, the target rapier that I'm attacking, only
私
one
こ
will
そが
act again.
新帝国の意志だ。
Let me try the other one because on the previous played by the CN players, other pro players, they showcase that both of them are able to act again. Oh yeah, the effect stays if the target enemy is not rapier.
守れなかった。
So okay, we can see how this is working.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。私が前線を指揮する。
One ally is dead and
私
two
こ
can
そ
act
が
again.
新帝国
So
の意志だ。
PvP or PvE in this case, you definitely got to protect Enya and the target, as long as whether it's on your turn you attack or enemy attacking you, as long as it's an enemy fighting against your ally and the enemy has JB effect, both of them get
私
to
こそが
teleport.
新帝国の意志だ。
Both of them get to teleport and both of them get to attack again. So this is pretty cool.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Okay, so let's see if we're able to, kill Papa Vargas and so just for Papa Vargas act again too, so he has this Justice Battle dispel, so overall it's not too hard to dispel of this effect. The effect is very good. Despite I have this hype, I believe I got to, after some testing. So the downside of Justice Battle is that it only lasts for 2 turns.
私が前線を指揮する。
So if it lasts for 2 turns, enemy will be able to, just cast act again and brush the skills off. So you definitely will not be using Justice Battle when you just normal enter. You definitely will use it when you cast Chivalry and cast on the target enemy you wish to use on. Yeah, if not, this effect will get dispelled very fast. Okay, let's check out. Here we go.
新帝国にひれ伏すがい
You
い。
do not attack first. You shall not pass. Oh gosh, almost. Okay, will Papa Vargas die from counter attack? Oh my god, this works.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
I mean, just now I've been trying to check that from a talent it says so at the last line here it says when battling with enemy with JB effect, the enemy will not attack first and they will not be able to trigger survive death blows effect. So this works both ways, whether you manage to kill off Papa Vargas or if Papa Vargas attack you and he dies from the attack, you'll not survive. This works both ways. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, let me try from the original character this time around.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Okay, let me try attack with the original. Okay.
私が前線を指揮する。
Why is
私
she...
こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Oh, she don't have the buff. Okay. Okay, let me off the animation first. I'm gonna see the buff, and you can see
芦屋への怒りを受けよ。
additional buff that Bernhard and the rest are getting. Oh, okay. Yeah, my original Rapier is stronger, so I managed to kill him off.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。私が
Okay, we'll see again before the battle. Okay, you see the first one is from Florentia, winning strategy charge that increase a little bit of stats. Second is Chivalry buff. Oh my god, she can give Chivalry buff, but this will override the normal attack, which is only lasting for 2 turns, so you gotta be careful. Then okay, Bernhard also get the copy of immune to debuff effects, and followed by the faction buff from Slina. This is afterwards, so you see we gain more. The first one is from Florentia, the second is copy from Rapier Chivalry, second is immune to debuff effect, third is still Slina faction buff. 4th, 5th, 6th are from some of the buff that Papa Vargas have, and also provided by the lid. So you see the last 3, damage increment by 15% is Miracle of Sea buff for the lid. Then we have this magic defense 30%. This is from Papa Vargas getting a faction buff from Slina. And last but not least, reinforcement. Oh, reinforcement is from the Chivalry effect. So yeah, pretty good. Then what about Florentia? Yep, she also gained a lot, and something different she gained is damage received reduced by 20%. Yeah, this is something not provided by Enya. She do not have that.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Okay, what about giving you guys? Okay, one thing we're gonna try here, we will be seeing if the faction buff she gets will be override. Okay. So she has Slina faction buff. Let's see if it stacks. If it stacks, it might be due to a buff. If it don't, the game has been patched and is working properly. Okay, yep, the faction buff has an override. Slina's Darkness faction buff is missing, so yep, we regain back all the buff, and aside from that, so for faction buff give 4, then Florentia give 2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So okay, 6. So something that we steal from the enemy is damage received reduced by 20%. And number 2, damage deal increased by 15%. Those are from the Miracle of Sea buff. And yeah, that's all. Okay, but that's pretty cool. So I guess I'll correct myself. Some of the thing is that even without faction buff, she don't need it, as long as her passive skills effect is not being disabled, and she goes into battle, she can copy the buff to herself. Of course, icing on the cake will be if she used 3C and managed to kill off the target enemy, then she will eventually be able to share the buff with her allies, and if she managed to keep managed to survive every turn and managed to kill off enemies every turn with a 3C against enemy with JB effect, she can keep refresh and reset the skills, and that means she'll keep gaining buff and keep able to buff her other allies. So basically, at the end of the day, even if she dies is okay, as long as you have, I guess, at least 1 to 2 allies who are from the Empire faction. Even at the end of the day, she did die, as long as she can kill off the enemy, survive, she'll give the buff to the allies. Okay, the only thing that I'm not able to test on is because we're not able to make sure if both enemy and Rapier fought in battle and both of them die in battle. Will the allies still receive a buff? But I guess the answer is kind of obvious. The answer is no, because the allies will only gain the buff if it happens on the phase when you cast the JB effect. If you have not cast the JB effect, your allies do not gain the buff. So I guess they're trying to make things fair here.
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, any other additional buff? Intelligence, defense increased by 34%.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。私が前線を指揮する。
Am I able to pause? Am I able to pause? Oh gosh, no. But okay, from this detailed play, maybe right, maybe wrong, but we already easily find out that tested that the most important skills of all from Rapier, combinations will be chivalry, and personally, you definitely need the 1C. The 1C provide such great benefits. She will definitely heavily rely on her 1C. So let's check out again. Okay, let's go through. So the 1C plays a very important role, but of course it will only work when you're fighting against enemy with JB buff. So it's a high chance that they're encouraging you to use Rapier to kill or fight off against enemy's tanker unit, because if you attack any enemies, there's high chance that they will tank for her. So in this case, it would be best to, if you can kill off the tank unit, because they cannot trigger or invoke, survive that blow. And I believe that's a rule. That's not a debuff or something. We will try out this time around with protections effects from Rose and Seals for Papa Vargas, and we will see if it works. And also this time around we will see the assassin method, that when you battle the enemy and there is an allies around them that has JB effect, they will replace them into battle. This is very similar to Mama Tiana. Okay, I'm going to show right now. So we will start building this team. So give me a moment. I'm going to set up. Okay, we're going to give Rose and Seal some protections to, Papa Vargas. Okay, I'm going to put here, we're going to do a few trials this time around. Just Rapier alone, we don't have to care about the allies, and of course remove that. Here we go.
私が前線を指揮する。
Okay, so Papa Vargas do not have guard. Okay, I'm just gonna shift him here this time round, and I'm gonna give this healing buff to.
レーゲンブルクのために
So okay, not casting any fraction buff, etc. Though he gains 20% from the 10-year headdress. So now I will cast.
私が前線を指揮する。
So I'm gonna cast Chivalry.
我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。
I'll be casting on Papa Vargas
我が号令に従え。
on
全軍
purpose. So
出
yeah.
撃。私が前線を指揮する。
And yep, he cannot immune, and I don't think there's a debuff. We'll find out whether there's a debuff or not during the part of video where we do a demo play for SP bozel. So stay with me,
私が
guys.
前線を指揮する。
Okay, so you see
私が前線を指揮する。
1, 2, 4 buff. The fifth one is actually the skills in CD. The talent is in CD, and that will come from Iron Determinations. If I'm fighting against enemy with JB effect, increase my stats and dispel or debuff on myself and replicate all dispellable buff from the enemy. So the first one is revive, you can't copy that. Crystal protections cannot be dispelled. So I'm not sure if we can replicate from that, but third, crystal healing. Fourth, attack intelligence equipment can be copied. The fourth is common aura. I doubt we will be able to do so.
私
Oh,
こ
no,
そ
we'll
が
try.
新帝国の意志だ。
Are you guys ready? And you see, Papa Vargas will go into battle instead.
我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。
So it's not a debuff, it's like a rule, it's an effect. As you can see, I already cast the Justice Battle effect on Papa Vargas, and he has crystal protections from Rose and Seals, and yet he cannot revive. So I guess they are releasing Rapier as a main role to pull Papa Vargas down from, well, the top banner of the Apex characters, because well, Zilong wants to make money and Papa Vargas has been on the top for quite a long time. So okay, as you can see, first buff, second buff are from Chivalry, third buff is also from Chivalry, because the attack from Papa Vargas is only plus 20, you won't be able to replicate. Then reinforcement from Chivalry, the only one I can steal is crystal healing. So as you can see, okay, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Oh wait. I'm using the mass heal, but okay, what about the single heal? Because her casting from Rose and Seals has been unlocked. Let me try it again.
私が前線を指揮する。
レーゲンブルクのために
Is the effect still the same? Oh yeah, Crystal Barrier immune upcoming debuff cannot be dispelled. So I can only steal the rest of the buff. So okay, this time around. Then what
私
about,
が前線を指揮する。
so this time round,
我が号令に従え全軍出撃
I'll be casting on Florentia.
我が号令に従え全軍出撃私が前線を指揮する
Okay, it would be very cool to see because I will be fighting Papa Vargas. Florentia will supposedly will die for him. Then we can see if JB refresh triggered first to target on Papa Vargas, or if Papa Vargas transform will be attacking us first. This is definitely a sight to behold on. So you guys can see one way to play Rapier, she can be in assassin mode. She's like one of the strongest assassin task bar in my opinion, so you can just ignore guard. You can ignore tanker, but if you want to try to challenge yourself against tanker, you can, but at the same time you can also choose to ignore tanker. So here we go. So you see, okay, Florentia is going to battle. I'm gonna target on you, Papa Vargas.
我が号令に従え全軍出撃
Okay, before I'm gonna presume before Papa Vargas kill me, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I clear off all the debuff and steal the buff from all of them with JB buff and duplicate all the buff they had. So a lot of healing buff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So Papa Vargas has this okay, I'm gonna use 3C to attack her, and because they said enemies will not attack first. Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna disable all her items. So which one trigger? Will clearing of debuff happen first, or will clearing of debuff happen first, then followed by the disable effect or accessory, aka become the debuff for the enemy? This is something can find out. Hopefully she will survive. And oh gosh, this is bad. Okay, let me try it again. I should have prepared a crease to heal her. My bad. So this is a one last try before we end the video. Yep. I guess it's a great deal or idea to play with. So okay, we know how the assassination method works. So now we will try it out for Papa Vargas with some assistant here. So let's try it out. Oh no. I can't use her because Crystal Barrier will prevent debuff, so okay, I can only rely on Chris.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ
水晶よ帝国の敵を倒すのです
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
So 3 blocks.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So I guess I'll not ask more than 3 blocks. They definitely will not tank in for them. So
敵を侮りましたか。撤退します。
then I'm gonna cast on you.
我が号令に従え。全軍出撃。
Then Roland Seals get some buff too.
What? どうしました？一緒に行きましょう。
Okay, get some healing from. Let's see if I can heal her back to full health. Okay, hopefully giving a faction buff. We just need her to survive an attack and see which one works. Okay, hopefully I'll survive the attacks from Vargas. So let's try. Okay, so things are very simple. If after the 3C attack, Rapier is left with debuff, this means she clear debuff first, priority over the 3C. But if she is left with no debuff, this means that the 3C debuff happened first, followed by Rapier's clearing of the debuff, which is so much better and stronger in this situation. And here we go. Okay, you gotta survive first, please. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. This is what I want to see. Oh, no. This is a very bad. Sorry, my bad. It's bad because I have Chivalry. I will not take in debuff. So my bad. Okay, I'm gonna try this way. Papa Vargas will not attack her this turn. I'm just gonna wait for next turn and, you know, allow her to, you know, waste off her Chivalry and followed by Papa Vargas attack.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
So okay, now I will be taking in debuff effects. Okay, I am no longer immune to debuff effects. I have no, you know, I have no more Chivalry. I do not have immune to debuff. Okay, Papa Vargas, do your job. Just try not to kill her, thanks. Okay, she survived. This is so much better. Okay. What the hell? My bad. My bad. Oh my god. Shouldn't have given him the fixed damage. Okay, I'm gonna cast Miracle and hopefully this time he does.
一緒に行きましょう。私がレーゲンブルクです。
Do not die now. I gotta take out the items from. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Maybe good, maybe bad. So apparently the passive effects. Oh no. My bad. This is not a very good example. Allow me to do one final. Because Papa Vargas already lose the buff. Okay, instead of using cavalry, I'll be using the 3C later on. And I definitely need a Florentia. I need a Florentia to act again instead of relying on Chivalry.
戦場は
私こそが
ここに食らいなさい。次の作戦を
私が前線を指揮する。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
次の作戦を実行します。
私が前線を指揮する。
レーゲンブルクのために。
私が前線を指揮する。新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
敵を侮りました。撤退します。
Oh, okay. Just in case for non-Chinese speakers and people who don't know character, just let you know, this is not immunity to everything. This is just immune to passive and mobility down. Disable passive and mobility down effect. So this is not a very big deal. So it's still okay.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
一緒に行きましょう。
So okay,
私
just
がみん
enough
なを
time
守ります。
for Papa Vargas to do his transformations, and then followed by 3C. So during the period, he should have
闇を払います。
effect. Oh gosh, I have to cast a healing. Okay, never mind. If she doesn't survive, this is bad. Oh, okay. So you guys can see, Papa Vargas still have Justice Battle. So I'll 3C Rapier. okay, let me re-prepare her. Okay, this time I gotta add in a SP Tiaris. Oh my god, she's not SP. Okay, it's okay. Either way, she will heal after battle without any protection.
私が前線を指揮する。
I'll just go with it.
我が号令に従え。全軍。
戦場は私に。お？え？もう私の番。そうだ。まだ終わらないよ。戦場。お？戦場は私に任せてください。
Okay, double healing,
一気に行きます
so
よ。
she can remain at max HP.
お？
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Okay, wrong. Gosh. Justice battle.
我が号令に従え。全軍。
次の作戦を実行。え？もう私の番？効いてきた。戦場は私に任せてください。畳みかけます。
So yeah, I'm lazy enough to switch Tiaris to
私
SP
が
mode.
前線を
As long
指
as
揮する。
she can do her thing.
私こそが新帝国の意志だ。
Yep, after battle I can just recover HP, so here we go.
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
敵を侮りましたか。撤退します。
新帝国にひれ伏すがいい。
お？一緒に行きましょう。
Okay, giving you the best. And I'm also giving you faction buff power, etc. You should be able to survive.
ここに。
Okay. So now Papa Vargas. The only thing I want to test is after he transforms any 3C on Rapier's face, will she still get a debuff? Okay. He still have one turn left for Justice Battle, so this should work. Oh, it didn't work. She did disable first. Okay, I guess the result is that, so she will dispel first, and the disabling debuff effect. Oh, my bad. So this effect cannot be dispelled. As a lumber, sorry for wasting you guys' time. My bad. I forget about the effect cannot be dispelled. Let me do a checkout about what about Gintama? Is his 3C not able to be dispelled? Oh, also not able to dispel, so Okay, I guess that's it. Not able to test anything else. I guess that's it. Tried my best. I can't think of anything else like class change and stuff. You can't stop it. So yep. Okay, that's it. We have come to the end. Let me leave it in the comment sections below. So let me know if I have missed out any testing that perhaps even I cannot do any new videos to show directly anymore. Perhaps I'll leave it down in the comment sections to reply your questions. So okay, this is it. We have come to the end. So what did you guys think about Rapier? Did you think she is good, bad, or meh? I definitely gonna say she is definitely one of the best and strongest. She's definitely one of the strongest ST with so far. Okay, before we end, so 2 points. One is showcase for phone viewer. This is a design, but I'm not able to drag anymore, so you guys can just enjoy the characters. I definitely like the characters, but too transparency down there. As much as I wish to see people doing a cosplay, but it might be hard depending on the country you are at. So alright, we have come to the end. This the full design that you can see from this view. Despite her boots, armor, lightweight, yeah, just for the sake of sexy and distracting your enemy. But even look at her clothes, the weaving clothes, the socks, and again I always love the boots design they gave for the girls. It was very neat, and like I say, I like this sword design a lot, which kind of looks stronger than El Hazard in terms of design, in my opinion, in the normal, comparing to the normal El Hazard. So alright, this Kami, we've come to the end. Give it a like for my channel if you like it. See you guys and goodbye.
フレイルのことは心から愛している。軍の将兵たちと同じように。だからこそ私は彼に厳しく接する。新世界の大地はなんと肥沃なのだろう。誤解するな。比喩ではなく本当に羨ましく思うのだ。